January 31st, 2025. So a lot of people coming out. Weather's warming up. It's like one of the warmest days we've had since it was hot outside. I'm noticing a lot more cars. It's funny because I was thinking about how I kind of was getting tired of the winter. It's being cold. It's really windy, so it's extra cold when you're riding a bike. It's way more cold than when you're walking. So I really have to bundle up. And I'm like, yeah, it's warming up. And it's like, oh yeah, by the way, remember all that traffic that you hated? It's back. So wintertime there's no traffic. I mean, there is, but there's very few cars. I just noticed that I went a full cycle. I've been riding my bike pretty much every day for like 2 years, and I noticed the change in the season, and I kind of want to talk about this stuff. And then I got my camera. I can just do these back here. And talk about this stuff that happens. Snow on the ground. Still, it's crazy. So at the gate, there's a woman who sometimes it's awkward, but it's gotten less awkward and it'll get awkward again. And that interaction is always cringe. I hate when cars ride beside me. Boom. But I also hate those when I let them pass and they sit up at the gate for a long time. They don't have a pass like I do. Let's see. Pass. Doesn't look like it. Uh-oh. Okay.
He's back.
Yep.
Thank you.
See you. So, the point of this is, I interact with this woman every day, almost. So it started out as, hey, and now it's like, every single day. It gets kind of awkward. And I think we're both like adjusting. I don't know her enough to stop and speak. I just hold my card up high and by. It's weird. Because she's the type to build relationships. And the other ones, they don't really do that. They just thank you. She makes like she's trying to build a relationship. It's like, I don't really like doing that. I'm a really quiet person. I'm working on it though. Tourist and stuff. A lot of tourists and stuff now. I'm starting to see people who are acting like they've never done it before. Like this person in front of me. Gotta put it on the socials. Get it on the socials. We went to the beach, man. Look how awesome it was. Man, I just think about man, if I would have been doing this for a whole year by now, I have a nice little library of videos. It's the thing, man. I think what happens is I get too hysterical. I get a little too caught up in the algorithm and the views, and I don't get any views, it brings me down. It's like, oh, what's the worth? It's not even worth it, man. What am I even doing this for? You know? This is actually pretty refreshing. Just turn the camera and just start talking because nobody knows who you are and shit. It's kind of cool. Saying what's on my mind without having to worry about being judged. The problem with this is somebody will eventually find out who you are. I give my wife a lot of shit, but a lot of the doper things in my life, I gotta be honest, came from her. Like this camera that I'm wearing. She got it for me. I would have never bought this. I just wouldn't have made the effort to buy it. Even though I got the money, I just would have been like, I don't really need it. I don't buy much. And it's like, wow, these things are really handy. Interactions like that are, I'm trying to record at the same time, so it's like, I'm not staring at you, it's just, it looks like I'm staring at you, just trying to get a shot. My secret spot. Alright, so I think I got the wind at my back. So I am going to go down the beach. It's going to be nice. I really started, not recently, but over time I really started to pay attention to that. So I noticed like, man, some days it really sucks riding on the beach. And I'm like, why is that? And I realized it was the wind that was blowing in my face. Some days, and some days it was at my back. Today it kind of feels at my back. It's like a mix. Yeah, it's more at my back definitely because I feel it. I don't feel any resistance. We got people on. Oh, I got a new way I go anyway. I don't go down that one anymore. My wife is looking at me because she sees me muted, and who are you talking to? Let's go to the new route. She was about to leave the pile of shit until she seen me look at her. And she said, okay, I'm gonna go get it. She wasn't about to pick it. She was gonna act like she was gonna pick it up. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Mega Avalanche. I'm going for Mega Avalanche. You know, whether it's a year from now or 2 years. I say 2 years max. My balance is a lot better than I guess it used to be, or than I thought it was. It snowed here. Snowed here a couple of days ago. So that was my first time riding in snow. So I was like, okay, I can see how it would be hard at first, but it's a lot like riding on sand too. I'd say it's actually easier than riding on sand. Loose sand at least. But just keeping your momentum and balance going down, you should be straight. As long as like people don't, I think as long as you're near the front at the start, you have a better chance of making it down if you keep your balance, because being in the back, everybody's gonna be falling. And that's what's gonna make it hard to keep your balance. I'm gonna be going full speed straight ahead on ice, and somebody's gonna fall in front of me, and it's gonna be crazy. So from being in the back, I better just move slow. But I really do want to do that mega avalanche. I think if I completed that race, that would be like one of the greatest accomplishments for me in my life. I think it's doable. And as a novice, like somebody that doesn't do it, I know it would be hard, but I think I could do it. Look how many people are out here right now. There's usually a couple people out walking, but now that it's nice outside, everybody's like coming outside. When I've been out here, rain, sleet, snow, it's just funny. But I always wonder, like, do they think that I'm one of them? Like I'm just coming out here because it's nice outside? Really, who cares what they think, but still. I just wonder that when I'm on my bike, in my own mind. Suck going home. The downside of having the wind at my back on the way and having such a beautiful ride. The ride back is gonna suck, and vice versa. When it's windy going, the ride back is so much easier. That's life right there. I never went this way. I don't know, have I? Like, where does this go to? So I like being on my bike sometimes. Like, I can only imagine how many nooks and crannies I could find if I was in a big city. Let alone a small town. So I could just, and then you start getting that feeling like I shouldn't be back here. It's kind of in a little rush. Like, what does this go to? I'm always scared to see something I ain't supposed to see, like a fucking spaceship or some shit. I always had that, like, what if I see fucking Sasquatch, or he's just sitting there looking at me, I'm looking at him like, what the fuck? Look, it just keeps going. Or if I'm gonna go through like a portal or some shit and I ain't gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave back out to the street. Huh. Yes, it's a tricky feeling. You go somewhere on your bike and just like, this comes out here. So I can just keep straight. And it's like, okay, we'll go around here. Like, is there a dead end? Or can I always get around? How do you get over there? I always be in other people's heads. That's one of my negative traits. This one could be very ugly. this stuff out loud. It's helpful. How did he get over there? Okay. Ooh. You're not supposed to know about that. Oh, that's awesome. Nice. You know, features. New features. See, now one thing I experienced too is I'll do something like that. I'll find a secret way and they'll block it off. And it's kind of like, dang, y'all didn't. When I find it, that was a problem. That's why I don't want to do too much. I don't want to see any colors riding behind my office. You can't have that. Let's go back. Whoa. That was cool. New level unlocked. Be cool if some music played in my headphones. That would be dope. Like Fortnite. So it doesn't go over to the left. It goes that way. It's interesting they got these yellow things right here. What does that even say? Curious George. Curious little. Groundwater monitor. I would have never guessed. Learn something new every day. Well, you can. Boom. What now? So that's why all this is even back here, probably. The water. It's cool, man. I bet nobody comes back here. But another thing I noticed is when I go somewhere, I start seeing people like, even on this trail back here, I wasn't used to seeing anybody. But every now and then, in the winter, I started to see people. Even in that back field that I go to sometimes, I wasn't seeing nobody back there. Now I'm starting to see people. I was like, what is this road even for? But it's like, oh, okay, it makes sense. So they can get to the water. But it's nice. I got some new features, man. Nice. I live in a very flat area, so I don't get many hills and stuff. Kind of makes me want to move to the mountains. But going back, look at how slow I have to go with this wind. It sucks. Maybe I need to find a shorter way for days like this. This is how it is in the summer, I just realized.